2, 3.
And it goes a little something like.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Listen, welcome back to the channel. It is me, Brian D. Oh, it's me, Brian D. Oh, it is me, Brian D. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Listen, before we start anything, make sure you go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe this video for engagement purposes. And make sure you go ahead and follow me on TikTok and Instagram at the.brian_, because why are we not connected? Why are we not talking? Why are we not conversing? Come on, we're still building here. Okay, so let's continue to, build that. Huh? Okay. But yes, I'm super duper excited for y'all. First things first, I will be coming with that California vlog very, very soon. I'm still editing a lot of footage, and I just want to make sure that it's right before I put it out in the world, because it means a lot to me for things to be what they need to be, as I continue to still grow and learn new things and evolve and all the editing stuff and all the things. I want to make sure that it's right. So please bear with me, bear with me as I am still doing all those things. But yes, so if you guys are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back, y'all. I'm so excited that y'all are watching. Y'all are engaging and that y'all are consuming that of which I am pushing out. Okay. But yes, so if you have watched our last week's video, I talked about this concept of, I think the title was Lessons from a Refrigerator. And the premise of that video was to pretty much talk about how just because something is not a present matter or is not currently affecting you does not mean that you push it to the side as a non-factor until it does, present a present problem, and then it's way worse than it would have been if you just would have dealt with it, nipped it in the bud at the very beginning. So from last week's video, that's kind of where my brain and my thought process has been since then, and I've kind of began to review, different things or different compartments of my life, if you will, and I'm like, I think I want to make some changes, so I'm making this video to publicly express those changes. So right before I went to California, I've kind of been in this weird headspace of just wanting to go out and be buck wild and just be free and all the things. And I think anybody who has known me, or if you're familiar with this page, y'all know that I do have a past. And I don't know if I've been into too much detail or too little detail, but I have a past. And sometimes at different points of the year, certain points of my life, at certain points of stress, certain things from my past start to look appealing again. And I think a way in which I've dealt with it recently has been drinking. And I'm not necessarily one that goes out and be heavily belligerent and just be acting wild and everything like that. But I have noticed in my patterns over the course of time of like, oh, you drank multiple times in 1 week. Like, you okay? Or maybe if it's not multiple times a week, it's the amount in one setting that I'm like, I have to really start investigating. And I really started to realize that like the last couple of, what's the right word, like mishaps that I've had in my life over the course of the last couple of months or so has all traced back to drinking, as far as if I was in a sober mindset or if I was in a more clear-headed space, I probably would have reacted and or handled certain situations differently. I'll put it like that. And this has been something that I've dealt with here and there, but I think because I'm not one of these belligerently drunk and or just stumbling everywhere outside, I think it presents as, oh, I got it together and this, that, and the third. But my mindset when it comes to drinking or when it comes to recreational use of, you know, edibles or anything of that nature, I say it's more for me, and this is for me. I think it's more of the mindset that you have going into it, as far as if I'm going in here to intentionally escape and or to avoid certain things before I even take them, you know, in my case to the Lord or to people whom I trust that I feel like could actually healthy, oh, there we go, healthy paths of, you know, resolution. I think that it presents an issue. And I think for me, although I wouldn't say that I've, you know, not, you know, talked to God or engaged Him in certain things, I think in ways in which I have been previously, like, almost instantaneously open and presenting it to the Lord. I think that time, that time between, hey, I need to take this to the Lord and actually taking it to Him has been extended or widened, if you will. And for me, that is a problem. For me, that is cause for, okay, let me go ahead and let me investigate what's going on here. Why is it that I'm leaning more towards this right now than presenting it to the Lord? And I think these are the real conversations that people need to have as they're actively walking through something. Because I've seen it to where things can become too cookie cutter to the point where there's indirectly a message being communicated without it being directly communicated, if that makes sense. So it's like, if your life doesn't look like this, or it doesn't look like, I just yield it to the Lord, but nobody ever really shows you how to actually do that, I think that has room and potential to present issues and problems. So I say all of that to say, the other day I was just at home. I'm just like, come the month of July, I think I want to be completely sober. And I don't know why I'm saying this publicly, but I think it's a thing of accountability, most likely. So that's alcohol, caffeine, edibles here and there. Like, I literally want to take the month of July and just completely be sober. I think even when it comes to caffeine specifically, that's the one. You never really realize how dependent you are to something until you take it away. And I think I've seen the effects of it, but I don't think I've ever holistically have given the process of just step away for it for a little bit. It's too seriously. So I think this may just be like another step of a sobriety, my sobriety journey, I guess you could say. But yeah, I want to see what it looks like for me to kind of just completely just let it all go for a bit and kind of just see where it will lead me. I don't necessarily know. And I most likely, I don't know if it'll be a daily thing or a weekly thing like I do now, but I want to definitely document it and kind of just bring everybody in on that with me, because I think it only has the potential to help people. And I'm not saying I have all the answers. I'm not saying that, follow me, but I am saying there may be something that you can potentially gain from it, or, you know, it may push you on your own journey, on your own walk and whatever else. But yeah, I think I want to do the month of July sober. So any caffeine, any type of edible, any alcohol. And I'm already super good, well, not super good, but I'm more intentional with consumption of like food and like what I can and cannot eat. So there's that. But I think I just want to take the month of July to be sober. So that's the purpose of this video, is to just put it out there. I don't know who will and will not see this, but I do feel like I need to post this. Yeah, That's pretty much all. Um, so all I would say is come along with me. I welcome you in on this journey. I don't necessarily know if it'll always be cute or if it'll always be put together, but I think that's the point. And we'll kind of just see where we end up with that. So, yes. Welcome. Join me on my sobriety journey. I think that's what I want to say. I don't know. But yes, it's kind of uncomfortable to talk about. I'm like, but but it is indeed the truth of where I am, and I intend on being very transparent, open about it. So I welcome you in. I welcome you in on that. But yes, so that will conclude this video. I'm super duper excited to kind of just see where this will end up and what will be the result of this. So super duper excited for y'all to join me in on that journey. My words. But anyway, please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Comment what you want to see, what you don't want to see, or as far as like what parts of the journey that you are interested in, or the different perspectives potentially. And feel free to do the same on TikTok and Instagram. DM me. There is a podcast coming soon with one of my very close, I would say not even friend, brothers. So please be on the lookout for that. I'll keep y'all all up to date with that. But yes, I'm super duper excited. Thank y'all for tuning in. And make sure I keep me in y'all prayers, because your good thoughts, your well wishes, like, because I don't know where I'm about to end up with this whole sobriety thing, but I definitely want to at least document the journey. So there's that. Thank y'all for tuning in. And until next time, I will see you later.